In today's video, I'm going to be going over the best tier list in the new update 6 for Spongebob Tower Defense. We're going to be going over every single unit in the game and ranking them from best to worst. But before I go ahead and do that, would you guys like yourself a chance to win a free mythic unit? All you need to go ahead and do is drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and then go ahead and comment your Roblox username down below. I pick one lucky winner each video. Anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get on with the video. So as you can see, here is the tier list up on screen with every single unit. So for the D tier, these are the worst of the worst, and do not go ahead and use them. Then we have the C tier units. So these are units that they're not quite the worst in the game, but it's still pretty bad. Then we have the B tier. This is just for alright units, units that are decent, nothing crazy, but they're good units just to compare at least to other units in the game, and that'll help you progress and beat most versions of the story mode, actually, to be honest. Then we have A tier. Now, A tier is for the really good units in the game. This is for the units that if you have them in your team, you're going to be doing very well in the game. Then we have S tier. These are the best of the best of the best units in the game. So we'll put all the really good ones in S tier. Anyway, now that you guys understand that, we're going to go ahead and start off this tier list just here. And now we're going to start off with, so what I've done different in this tier list. So you may have seen some of my previous tier lists. I've taken on what you guys said in the comment section. So I'm not only some of my own opinions, which quite a lot of it will be, but I'm also going to go ahead and include some of your guys' opinions, and we're going to go over it. It could be a long video because I'm trying to explain a lot of this. For the C tier and the D tier, like in the last video, I'm not really going to explain them, and honestly, they're not really going to be particularly ranked any ordered. So I think it's a C tier unit, it's going to be in C tier. If it's a D tier unit, it'll be in D tier. And for the B tier, A tier, and especially the S tier, I'll go ahead and rank them. So one that's at the front will be better than the one at the end, or at least it's the logic we're going to go ahead and go for. And now we are going to start off with Smitty. And Smitty, you guys actually said is a pretty good unit. So we're going to go ahead and throw him an A tier. He's pretty good starting off, a very easy unit to get. If you can get a shiny Wumbo version, 5 stars, now you're talking about a good unit in the game. That is a unit that is going to be very, very helpful for you and you're progressing in the game to go ahead and use. There's some very nice stats on him. Anyway, though, let's go ahead and go over to the next one. And this is the Caveman Spongebob. I know it's not the exact name of the unit. And again, this can be another A tier unit. And I'm going to go ahead, and this is getting really hard starting off at A tier. We'll go ahead and put him in front of Smitty there. But I do think that's something I may change because I think these guys are both good units. They just have very different uses. And if I'm being honest, I haven't used the Caveman Spongebob a crazy amount. Well, I've used Smitty a lot, and he's really beginner friendly as far as units go. I mean, he's so easy to go in and get. If we go ahead and take a second to look at my inventory in the game, and by the way, I am in no way trying to say I'm rich in this game right now. I know there's people that have like way more stuff than me, but we just search up Smitty. He's just such an easy unit to get. Like, I just, for whatever reason, I don't know the exact reason, I have so many of them. I just like a weirdly zoomed in version of my inventory. But anyway, though, let's go ahead and go over to the next unit we're going to be putting on in this tier list. And this is the Pinhead Patrick unit. That's not the exact name of it. It's Pinhead Larry, I believe the exact name is. And honestly, again, I haven't used this unit a crazy amount. I was disappointed out. I'm putting it in B tier. I think as far as mythics go, he's a pretty bad unit. Like, I didn't really say anything that good of him. And he just felt very average to use. Of course, he's one of the newer units in the game. Like I said, this tier list has got old, it's got the new. And it's just going to have a little bit of everything in. Then we have a Mermaid Man. Now, Mermaid Man, he is a mythic unit in the game, and as far as mythics go, he is nothing crazy. He's definitely not one of the best mythic units in the game, but he's not terrible, so I'm going to go and put him in B tier for now. And honestly, Pinhead Larry was so disappointing. I think he's on the same level as Mermaid Man. And then we have Man Ray. Yep, Man Ray's going at the end of B tier. Yeah, Pinhead Larry, you finally got someone who's worse than you just there. And wow, this is actually getting a lot harder than I thought it would be. We're already starting off with the mythic units. We're going to skip one. Let's get to an S tier. And we have Sandy. Hibernation Sandy, it's a really good unit in the game, and honestly competes with some of the secrets in the game. It's a really high damage unit to have, as though we can go ahead and show. It's just a really strong unit to get in the game. If you do have it, compared to at least a lot of the other units you can see in the game, it is very nice there. Look at the damage there. So it's on level 27, no secret formula. If you get secret formula and maybe some levels on it, you'd already see the stats go up a lot higher. And even comparing it to a secret unit, like, it is definitely, the secrets are stronger, but it's not miles off. I suppose it's slightly unfair, but like stat-wise, they are kind of similar. I mean, the secret's definitely better. Either way, though, Hibernation Sandy, I definitely do think deserves to be in S tier. As far as units go, then we have King Neptune. Now, King Neptune, I actually really kind of like King Neptune, and I know it's not a crazy unit, but I'm going to go and put it in B tier. I still think it's not A tier or S tier, but it is a decent unit, and that is coming from my own personal opinion there. I've used it quite a bit, and it seems to be fairly decent whenever I've used it. I know maybe I'm just the odd one that's went ahead and had a lot of luck with using the unit, but I think it's a pretty good one to go ahead and put there. And I can't remember if I said, but for C tier and D tier, it's just kind of going to be a little bit randomated where the placement is, but for S tier, A tier, and B tier, the best one's at the front, and it'll be worse as you go ahead and go on. And I just think that's probably the easier way to go ahead and do it. At least to me, that makes a bit more sense. And now we do need to make sure we have filled up the C tier and the D tier in a bit. But for now, we have the GG Rock Spongebob. I'm going to put that one above. I'm going to put it one above Sandy. I'm not lying, I had to definitely think about that there because it is a good unit to have. It's a very nice unit there. And I'm going to put it in S tier. As I do think it is better than Sandy, although it is kind of close. It's definitely not expensive than Sandy, but we're not including the expense into about how rare units are to get. We're going to go ahead and go off the stats. And that was another thing that I suppose I did forget to mention last tier list. I did go ahead and, like, if a unit was rare, put it up higher. But you guys said you didn't like that at all. So as far as units go, Baby Prune, your D tier. That's the makeup for the last video. Lots of people commented I put Baby Prune a little bit higher because I just said it was kind of a rare unit and I thought it was cool. But you guys weren't the biggest fan of that, so it's noted there. Of course, you know, Baby Prune is one of the rarest units in the game. It hasn't been re-released basically since the game came out. And now we have the Dirty Dan unit. Dirty Dan, and now he is a lot better than Pin and Larry, but I don't know if he's quite an A tier unit. We're going to go to put him at the end of A tier for now. This tier list may change as this video goes on, so make sure to stay around to the end of the video. Show us one of the reasons why they're in the places that I've put them in. And then we have Captain Magma. Okay, that is an easy one. Captain Magma, I think, is going to go ahead and take the next spot in A tier there. I really do like Captain Magma as far as units go. And I think, yep, I think S tier, no, an A tier, S tier, I think it's definitely fair to go ahead and put Captain Magma up there. Of course, like I said, I may mix it this order, or I may just kind of say they're all the same, but no, I definitely think Captain Magma is a nice unit. That's something I will change the previous tier list I made, where I don't really feel like I gave Captain Magma enough appreciation for its stats there. Of course, if you're not sure how to get Captain Magma, it's actually, as far as units go, relatively easy to get, so it's just the rage unit. And now, when you go and get Captain Magma, what makes him kind of nice to go ahead and get is that you don't get the normal Captain Magma. Well, you can get the normal Captain Magma. And if you want to grind a bit more, hey, if you want to grind 10,000, you might as well grind 25,000. You can get a shiny Wumba one for pretty easy, and I'm just going to tell you now, that is a very strong unit to have there. And I suppose as far as shiny Wumbo units go, it isn't like insanely hard to get, as you can guarantee it, so it's not really luck based, at least compared to other units that may be in the game. And now onto the next part of the tier list. We have I believe it's called Snow Mollusk. It's the official name of the unit. I do have to try and remember some of the names of some of these. And now this unit's rare, it's a 1%, and barely anyone really bothered grinding it. But if I'm being honest, it's just kind of, I've got beef with Mamray, so we're going to put it one above Mamray. It's really not a crazy unit to go and get in the game. But it's not completely terrible, and it does function as a unit there. And of course, you're wondering whenever it goes ahead, and you see a picture of my dog. That's just me changing the tab there. So I go ahead and get the unit up. Anyway, though, next we have just the Karen. I'm pretty sure it's the epics. It's like the normal Karen you can go and get in the game. It's not the legendary Karen. And we're going to throw that in D tier for now. Like I said, I may change this up. I may mix it up. And honestly, if we're going to get D tier filled up a little bit, you know, I'm putting it in C tier. We'll leave papers out. Put it in C tier for now. I definitely may change that. As wait, no, this is the legendary Karen, and I think the legendary Karen, do I have one on me? I think I've got one on me, but it may be one with boosted stats there. I nearly made that as a mess up there, and it's just cool. I think it's just called Karen, is it? Is it called Karen? If we search for Karen there, yeah, there is Tango. It's called Tango Karen, so that's 1,587 damage. That is actually pretty decent as far as units go. So we are actually going to change that ranking there from all the way in C tier. So I'm going to put you in around about B tier, and I think you're better than pretty much everything in B tier. I'm just going to jump a little bit up there. And I really do like King Neptune. which that may just be me being a bit odd. But I do think King Neptune is a very nice unit. Next, this is the legendary Sandy. Really nothing special there, so we're going to throw it in C tier. We've got Mr. Crab, C tier as well. I made changes up. Plankton, we'll put Plankton higher up. And then next, the Handsome Squidward. Now, Handsome Squidward is kind of different to a lot of legendary units. You don't summon him how you normally would. You go ahead and obtain him through the chests, which are over here, where you can see basically the drop rates, the normal chests, and it's kind of easy to get. Like, if you've got a lot of chests in the game, you go ahead and just open them. And he's definitely not a super hard unit to get, but as far as stats go, I think he's a pretty good unit. I'm going to go and put him in, like, A tier, and I'm putting one above Dirty Dang, so I think he's a really good unit to have on hand. Doodle Spongebob will put there. We may drop these two down to there for now, maybe after Prune. Let's middle that a bit. Dutchman, I used him at the start of the game, so I feel like I have a decent amount of knowledge of him. He wasn't crazy, but he wasn't terrible, so I'm going to put him in C tier. We then have the Quickster. I really like the Quickster. It's a really good unit there. I'm going to go and throw the Quickster in A tier, as it is different. And we'll put quite high up in A tier as well. We next have our first secret on the list. And this is the Cyborg Plankton. Well, Cyborg Plankton, as far as this goes, I'm going to go ahead and throw you an S tier. Just for now, I may change my mind on this later. Now, you can only go place down one of him, but if you're comparing the unit to other units, I suppose he is pretty strong. Other units that are, of course, not secret, you can place down multiple of. So they could go and change that there. I think it's one of the newest Sandys as well. I'm playing a C tier above Dutchman. I'm leaving on there just below Dutchman just for now. We then have the Mermaid, which honestly, again, I used at the start as an epic unit. Nothing crazy, but hey, it gets the job done. Then we have this Squidward here. Now, I think this Squidward, I could be wrong on it, it's a rare, I want to say a 1% chance to go in and get. And if I am wrong on that, please don't tell me down in the comments. Either way, though, I haven't really used the unit, so this may be a little bit slightly unfair place to put it, but I'm going to go throw it there for now. We'll throw it there. We may mix it up. This crap thing there. Nothing crazy. Gonna put you there. This is a normal Karen. We're also gonna go ahead and throw normal Karen just there. This is the hero Spongebob. Like I said, this isn't gonna be super C&D. Not be like super placed when like levels and organization. It's just kind of where I throw it. Elastic Waistband. I've actually had a lot of good reps about this, and it can be a good unit. Shiny Wumbo, Elastic Waistband. Very nice starter unit to get. So we're going to go ahead and throw it in B tier. Probably about there for now. Dirty Bubble, never really used it, so we're going to put it in D tier. This is Squidillium, I want to say. It's the fancy Squidward, basically. That's where it goes. That's going to be a C tier unit. The Alien, which you get from the exclusive summons, me a C tier. Old Man Jenkins, probably a D tier unit. We're going to go ahead, I don't remember the name of these ones, but they're both in D tier. And here we're on Fish Sticks. And this is something that you guys, actually a lot of you guys mentioned in the comments from the last video. So, hey guys, I saw your comments. I do read comments. Yes, I read them. Fish Sticks is a really easy unit. It's not called Fish Sticks, is it? It's realistic Fish Head. I don't know why I call it Fish Sticks. It's called Fish Head. I'm dumb. Fish Head is actually a really easy unit to get in the game. As you go ahead and see. I have a few of them. Apparently I have 0 of them. That means that's because I'm typing in wrong. Is it Fish Head like that? Yes, it is Fish Head like that. Apparently, just phasing doesn't work. Either way, I've got a lot of them. Even got a 5-star one there. Honestly, easy unit to get, and it does a lot of damage. You get Shiny Wumbo, one of these, and you're going to be pretty good in the game. I'm going to throw him at the end of S tier, and that's purely mainly up what you guys said in the last video. A lot of you said it deserves to be an S tier unit. Anyway, though, the next unit is Pearl, and Pearl, again, if Shiny Wumbo 1 is very good, but it's a good starter unit in the game. I'm putting it with Elastic Waistband there. We can also just go ahead and double check them stats there. Pearl, early game unit. I should have to go ahead and have nothing insanely crazy. I don't even have one on me. I may actually not have one on me, so I'm pretty sure I deleted a lot of my like rare units. And do I have one to go and show off to you guys? I don't have one to show off. Like, no, I do have one to show off. And there it is. I mean, in no way is it crazy, but hey, it's cheap to place down, and it can go ahead and get the job done in a lot of stances. So, well, you deserve to be there. The Mermaid thing, you're going to throw that in a D tier, never properly used them. Again, D tier and C tier, I'm going to slightly organise them, they're not properly organised, if I'm going to go ahead and be honest. Krusty Krab, I see that just there. But before we do Krusty Krab, we've got to do this guy, which is going to be a D tier one there. And we have the Krusty Krab. Now, this unit, arguably, could go in S tier. Purely because it's the only farm in the game, but I feel like it's probably being a little bit too generous to the unit. So we are going to go ahead and throw it at the very top of A tier. I think it's really a unit, but you know me, have to move just the Krusty Krab, so I don't think it can go into S tier, as the S tier units are all kind of goated, but for now, we're going to leave it there, as I think that's probably the best spot to put it. This bubble thing, again, I'm pretty sure this is one of the rares in the secret banner. You know, instead of just calling it the bubble thing, what would probably be helpful if I went ahead and did, is let's go ahead and just double check the name of the unit. Because I feel like somebody, especially listening to the audio on of this video, it's going to be quite hard to understand the bubble thing. Bubble Buddy, never really used it. Not a crazy unit. Pretty low damage. I mean, not like completely terrible. So I'm not going to go ahead and put it in D tier, but it's not the best. So I'm gonna put it in C tier there. This guy, D tier. Gonna put you in C tier. Again, these units I haven't properly used. This is one of the newer units added in one of the most recent updates. It's gonna be C tier as well. It said C tier and D tier. They're not properly organized. This is just where I think they go. And again, I haven't used all these units properly, so maybe I am missing out some of them. They maybe are possibly insane, but it's to my knowledge, gotta throw them there. The Miss Cookies or whatever her name is, she's a C tier there. And then next we have Dream Gary. Now, Dream Gary is a really nice unit and is now going to be our current top unit in the game. At least for what we've got, and we may change the tier list slightly as the video goes on, so make sure to stay around to the end. I mean, if honestly you're 15 minutes in the video, you're probably staying around to the end anyway, which that's kind of cool of you. Either way, though, it's been S tier unit. This guy, C tier, D tier, D tier, D tier, D tier, D tier for Spongebob, D tier for Sandy, D tier for Patrick, D tier for Sandy, and D tier for Gary. And that's just a lot of D tiers there, pretty much. Pretty sure they're all common ones, nothing too special there. And then we have the very last unit on this list, and it's in Spongehenge, which you can see just at the very end. They were the ones we've added there, if you couldn't see that well. Spongehenge is a crazy unit, and I still think it is the best unit in the game. I would go as far to say that. Either way, though, here is my tier list. If you do disagree with it, please tell me down below in the comments, because I'm going to try and make one of these for every single update. I know this one's kind of late. I'll try and make it a little bit faster for the next update. But, hey guys, hopefully at least it's helpful to some people. I've tried to give reasons for stuff. Like I said, for the C and D tier units, these possibly can get mixed up, because I don't know. I'm going to be honest, the C and D tier units, I haven't used all of them enough. I've used some of them. So the ones I do know and I do actually like, I put in a like higher bit. And the ones I don't really know and I don't, or the ones I just don't like and I think are bad, are in D tier. But I think B tier is pretty good. A tier I think is really good as well. And S tier I think is pretty much on point. Anyway though guys, if you enjoyed this video, watch the video. Anyway, see you next one. Have a good one. Bye.